Have you gotten a 40% raise? If you haven't, I suggest you march into your boss's office tomorrow and demand one. Hey everyone, welcome back to Adam Theory, where we talk about whatever's on my mind. And today what's on my mind is inflation. Unless you're living under a rock, or you're just filthy rich, you may have noticed that prices on everything have gone up astronomically. On top of rising prices, you're seeing that products are getting smaller, build quality and quality of food is also going down, and there's supply chain issues across the board. The cost of a turkey has gone up almost 68% in less than 2 years. A value meal at McDonald's is basically $10, so feeding a family of 4 is probably close to $40. It doesn't sound like a value to me. My gym membership just last week went up 12%. They emailed me and told me it's going up by $6. And on top of that, it's not even the worst part. For new members, it's actually more like a 27% price increase. And you think it's going to stop there? Just wait till your Netflix account goes up in price too. Wages are slowly going up, not at the speed it needs to. The cost of goods is going up even faster, but nothing can keep pace with the unlimited printing that we're currently experiencing and we will continue to experience by the US government. The monetary system we live under is a debt-based system, which in simple terms means if we stop printing, the system breaks. It's a sugar rush that we can't let crash. Give the system more sugar. Continue to print more money. That's the way. That's the only way. People in power continue to talk about the price increase being transitory, but in my 30 plus years of existence on this rock, I've never seen prices of services fall after they've raised it once. Give an inch, they take an inch, and then another inch, and all of a sudden, they've taken a whole mile. They've printed trillions of dollars and continue to insist that it's okay to do so, and they're going to continue to print trillions more. It's led to a top-down flow of dollars that further divide the haves and the have-nots in the US. Do you remember how much money was printed in 2020? Do you know how much of that money went to zombie corporations? How much of that money went to actual families that could have used that money for rent or for food or for being furloughed? Many got tiny stimulus checks or 2, maybe 3, but the vast majority of money went to the top and it never flowed down to the bottom. Almost 40% of all circulating dollars have been printed in the last 18 months. If we took that money that was printed in the last 18 months and divided it amongst the 329 million people in the US alone, every individual would have gotten $20,000 in their bank account to do with what they needed to survive. Have you gotten a 40% raise? If you haven't, I suggest you march into your boss's office tomorrow and demand one. No, you can't do that? Well, I guess you get to enjoy working the same amount of time but earning 40% less in spending power. And before you start telling me how my math is incorrect, save it. I know it's not that simple, but it's not that far off to be honest either. Imagine if we had focused on a bottom-up initiative instead of a top-down. How much better off would everyday people be? I'd much rather give a US citizen $20,000 instead of giving zombie corporations and people that already are going to be just fine billions of dollars in relief. I'm a betting man, and I think those bets would have paid off much better than what we currently have as our outcomes today. Do yourself a favor and get educated on crypto investing. It's one of the few remaining hopes of setting yourself up in a financial manner that doesn't leave you holding the bag of the people in power today. Crypto is one of the few assets that we can use to outpace the inflation that's currently happening in the world around us. And so that's why I think it's important for everyone to take a look at it and see if it's a good way for them to hedge their portfolio. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I truly appreciate the fact that you check out my content. If you like what I'm doing, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and share my stuff with a friend. As always, I'm so glad you could join me on Adam Theory. Stay curious, ask questions, and build your own theory. Thanks.